Hello there everybody, and welcome to this feature presentation on YouTube. I am King Mac, your hamburger pal. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger along with some delicious golden french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Also be sure to grab some hot buttery popcorn while you're at it as you enjoy this episode of TTBurger Game Reviews on YouTube.
Welcome back everybody. You're watching TTBurger Game Reviews here on YouTube, and I'm your host Tony, as we're back with more TTBurger Game Reviews here of the Soundscope franchise review made by Konami, episode 258 on the 500 part 3 of 3 parts. Before we even get started here, first off, it's the first arcade before going to the home console. That's sniper-like game and stuff. We gotta give shout out to everyone who supported this channel for the last 6-7 years. It wouldn't be this channel would not be as big as today, and your love and support has kept this channel going. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for this, because you guys are the greatest, and the wouldn't be this channel would not be as big as today. For this episode here, we're gonna take a look at a game that has 2 games in one package for this part. And before we get started, those who missed what happened in episode 268, part 2 of 3, here's a Soundscope sniper style TTBurger recap to show you what you missed. As I took a look at Soundscope 2, Dark Silhouette, and gave it a 6 out of 10 because it was a little bit better than the first game, but there were still some problems that affected it. Like, once again, no replenishing time, and so if you only have 5 seconds left, you are gonna stay with 5 seconds for the next fucking level. Jackal and Falcon, the 2 main characters, are not likable at all, and the fact it's not as difficult as last time and not as frustrating. It's still some problems to have with it for sure. Now we're gonna zoom ahead to October 15, 2002, which was 6 days before my 14th birthday, and we got the package here, Soundscope 3 for the PlayStation 2. First released in the arcade, now for the PlayStation 2, released on October 15, 2002. 2 games in one here. Let's check it out. Soundscope 3, in my opinion, is better than the other 2, and it's probably the best in the Soundscope franchise. Sure, we'll not be winning any awards here for the best game ever, but there's still some quirks that were from the first 2 games, and some frustrating gameplay elements as well. But it's actually a decent game that could have been better, but could have been worse at the same time. So what is Soundscope 3? Well, it is not only the final game in the franchise, but it also comes packaged with the game before that, Soundscope EX, which was actually the 3rd game in the franchise, which is more like an expansion of Soundscope. But it does have some fun elements here of being able to choose levels you want, going in a difficulty change depending on that as well. While playing the game, your health slowly decreases. If you get hit by an enemy and shoot into people, your health will decrease even faster. If you kill an enemy or fire from a nurse, you can regain some of your health. The story of Soundscope EX is you go do missions, protect the president, stop a terrorist attack. At the end of the day, you beat the mission and call it a day. Then after beating the story, you have the shooting gallery again like before, and you got free play if you want to choose the stage and start that and stuff and everything. And that's basically leave the package of Soundscope EX. The presentation accuracy of Soundscope EX is on par with Soundscope 2 Dark Silhouette and look okay. Nothing to write home about, but still okay. The character models once again look and move like rubber chickens in a rubber chicken. You do the chicken dance at a party. The environments look good just like last time, and weapon explosion effects look cool. The sound aspect is not the best. The voice acting is very monotone with no motion whatsoever. But the music's okay. Sniper level sounds good too. I mean, like, this is just pathetic how they don't even put any effort into the voice settings. Like, you did well, you did great, move on to the next level. Like I'm a robot who's talking inside the sound studio, getting ready for a quick buck so I can get my money and go blow it on cocaine and alcohol. That's what the sound is right there, people. And of course, let's move on here. The meat of the review here, the gameplay puts you in a role of just like a nameless person where you go through and just rescue and just get to the end there, and like you beat it like that. You have like your redeeming quality stuff. You only have 4 credits. You can't gain extra credits again in Soundscope EX, and It's like when you beat so that you realize the final boss is this piano player and stuff from part of the terrorist, and if you miss it, you get one shot. There's like these one-shot kill methods like that, and you can win. You'll hear "You're the greatest" stuff from your counterpart there. And if you die, your health meter goes down, and if it goes down all the way if you lose, you're terminated. And you have to use when your credit continues. You can't gain any more. You can only get up to 4 this time. Dear lordy, lordy, lord. It's like, this is what the best do. It's just nothing. That's why it's called X, Soundscope Expansion, it's called. Soundscope 3 puts in the role of Falcon. We're looking at Soundscope 3 next. Puts in the role of Falcon, who was Sniper 2 and down Soundscope 2 Dark Silhouette, sent under the command of Colonel Robert, who was searching for Dr. Scott, who was a cloning researcher who was kidnapped by terrorists, who plans on using him in his clone project as a genocide plot. Now Falcon, after having snap match with Cobra again, is now on a mission to stop the terrorists and rescue Dr. Scott while killing enemies and bosses along the way. Story has some plot twists too, and while it's not the best story in the video game, it still works, and it probably is the best story in the franchise. It's nice to see Falcon once again, although dude should play as Jackal as he was Sniper 1, he does make a small appearance in one of the levels, but that's basically it. There are some differences here from the first 2 games, like there's no timer, they don't have to worry about running out of time, and that fucking replenishing time bug is finally fucking gone! I don't know why it took them this long to get rid of it, but bottom line, it shouldn't have been in the other 2 games! Sorry there. You don't have to scramble to beat the game, you don't have to worry about a low amount of time when you lose a credit continue. In fact, there are no continues with Soundscope 3. Once you die, you're going back to the beginning of the level, which you can choose the levels in any order you want, but you know, you're given our missions here and stuff, and like you just wish you just continue right away. But of course you might want to up the challenge and stuff, you know. The missions vary from shooting and killing enemies in the sky with a helicopter, or just shooting them in the water, or it's like shooting them through windows, shooting them through the windows or anything like that, or maybe a tetanus like that and such. And it actually has some fun to it and variety. Difficulty still a little unbalanced than before. I mean, it's more unbalanced than Soundscope 3. I mean, it's somewhat better, can be very frustrating, and a lot of cheap deaths, but no continues to, can be a pain. You're almost done with the level, and boom, you die, back to the start of the mission for you. Especially this one level, you're trying to shoot enemies inside a skyscraper building. They move around, and there are civilians in the way. If you're not careful, you'll shoot one of the. If you shoot one of the civilians by mistake, they'll know the whole. All the enemies will know you're there, and you'll get caught. They'll be alerted, and you'll have no chance, especially since enemies are easy to miss and cost you health in the mission. At least you don't need to replay the whole game and stuff that when you die though, so that's good and stuff. But still, I mean, you want to play again, you gotta redo the whole game over again if you quit, if you turn off the game console and stuff and such. I mean, the health system is the same as Soundscope EX, where you kill enemies, you get more health at that, you shoot into people, you lose health and stuff. And one new feature that they added, there's some new features here, like they gave you a person to LTR2 to like move around and shoot enemies from one side to another side. It kind of works somewhat. And you have this magnet lock-on feature helps you lock onto the enemies, which it works most of the time, sometimes it doesn't. And this feature is used in both games on a disc, it's a very nice feature. If you beat Soundscope 3 without dying, you get a secret ending that shows the truth who is behind the terrorist plot. And actually, I'll just tell you right now, because it wouldn't be any surprise, it's Colonel Robert. He's the one who's behind the whole thing, and you know, and Falcon just gives this speech like how he's mad and wants revenge and stuff and everything like that. So, surprise, surprise, it didn't make obvious. It should give you hints that Colonel Robert's the main antagonist and stuff, you know, and it's obvious there. PlayStation Soundscope sounds will be the same as Soundscope EX or X whatever. Character models like Robert checking your robot suit and you're buying with explosions to show look cool and all. And same with the sound, both settings hokey over the top, even Falcon. Even Falcon has this what it sounds like he took too many shots of whiskey at the bar and got drunk off them and went home and threw up. You betrayed me! I was a pawn in the game. And Colonel Robert, I have no idea what he's on. He's like some crazy guy who would like put on a clown suit and kill people and stuff like that. I mean, both games are good, but they have problems, man. The difficulty in some missions, some are so difficult, at times you'll lose lives constantly and it'll make you want to rage quit. Jackal's not playable this time, you only play as Falcon. The PlayStation sound effects for both games are not the best. As far as Soundscope X is nothing, it sounds nothing more feels like an expansion to Soundscope 1. Some new game elements features like turning character with L2 or 2 buttons are not implemented best. Shooting galleries are here once again for both of them, and they're saying nothing new for the most part. And no credit to use for Soundscope 3, you die, you go back to the beginning of the level, and if you turn the game off, you have to reset the whole game over and stuff and everything. Which is all I gotta say though. Final thoughts, Soundscope 3 is the best game in the franchise, but not by much. It's probably worth a rental, nothing more. I give Soundscope 3 a 7 out of 10. it's better than the other games, but still, these fucking problems should have been in there. So in other words, you get a game that's decent and a rental, but nothing more. Yeah, I know I slammed these games down, but you know, that happens when you have 3 games of franchise and none of them are that great. Should have not done that with the South Park games. I already did that with Barbie and Mary Kay and Ashley, but heck, what can you do? And we pretty much have wrapped up my Silent Scope franchise review. I know there's a Silent Scope collection on the Xbox. That's just basically the 3 games in the package for the Xbox there. And it did come with a Sniper Rifle controller, I think, I don't remember. So if anyone new, just comment down below. That's pretty much all I gotta say there. We'll be in store for episode 269 of TTBurger Game Reviews. Find out. All I gotta say is Tony, peace out, have a good day, see you on the next episode, and just approach these games with caution. That's all I gotta say. Take care, everybody. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that choose that hard work that wins true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard.